Hello there. Right, coming to you with just another update really. Got quite a bit of intel to share with you, a lot to get through, so I'm just going to get cracking with it. It's Halloween today, 31st of October. Can't wait for it to become November because that's when the real fun starts. But for most people, Halloween is a bit of fun. We like to dress up. I do like a good dress up. I do like to see it. And also it's about sharing sweeties, giving sweeties out to the little ones. In America, candy. You say candy, don't you, in America? But over here we say sweeties. We give sweeties out, and so there's a lot of fun. But as you well know, there's the other side to it. There's the evil, the pure evil, and the rituals and that sort of thing. And I can't seed it into your consciousness enough that there is so much of it that goes on. It's everywhere. It's all over. It's everywhere that it happens. And it's the little people. You've got to think of them. You've got to think of them. And really imagine it in your mind, because that's what we do. We like to seed your consciousness with it, just to get it through. Just to get it into your brain. And that's what they do. That's what the bad guys do. Anyway, right, so happy Halloween. Anyway, right. So I want to start off just by thanking the members of my organisation out in Nashville, Tennessee. You did us proud out there. Fraudy was out there. Fraudy very much on tour. In the United States of America, because he's allowed. He's allowed. He got immediately straight on to the official programme of exemption. That is officially a real thing. It's so real. It's absolutely real that you can get an exemption. And you can get into the United States of America that way by signing signing on to it. And I just didn't do it quick enough. Obviously I've got my ear to the ground, I've got intel coming out of my ears, we know this, but for some reason the White Hats forgot to tell me. They forgot to tell me about it, so I wasn't able to get onto that exemption. But Fraudy was, you see, says Fraudy is one above me on that scale, you see, so he was allowed and I wasn't. But it's just the way it is. I'm holding the line here, that's what I'm doing. Okay, just remind you, grippy gloves. Got them on, just to remind you that they are very much still available with that magic 17% off. Gripping onto 5D. Right, okay. A promo code is Lieman's Grippy. Okay, great. Right, yeah, so thank you very much for the CC members that were out there. That made Fraudy feel so welcome when he came to do his meet and greet, his chat with you all. Had a great time, but stop giving him CC t-shirts. He's got loads. He's got so many CC t-shirts. He's actually put in a request for something a bit different. Change it up, he said. Change it up. Perhaps, an extra large pair of women's knickers. Might be a good. That was his suggestion. He rather likes that idea. So let's let's make that happen, right? So he was out there, and he's had a great time, and you all did marvellously. So thank you very much. Now let's keep it. Let's keep it stateside, because Fraudy has been very busy. And he actually met, well, not only is Fraudy besties with General Flynn, a bit jealous, but General Flynn loves me too, because he bought me, this incredible dark to light light, which I absolutely love. But also, he's not just met General Flynn. He's not just besties with General Flynn. He actually met Eric Trump and had a meeting with him. They exchanged great deal of intel, great deal actually, and obviously he can't tell us anything. And what they did was they staged it to make it look like it was it was just a simple patriotic meet and greet. He was just a Joe Bloggs meeting with you know, with somebody as incredible as Eric Trump. They made it look really casual, really cash. But what it actually was a top secret, top intel exchange, which he signed an NDA, so he can't tell us what was said. But just so you know, he's on it. He is on it. Now, so as far as the midterms go, let's now. I've been criticised a little bit for making my suggestion that it was 60-40. The 60 being that the midterms were not going to go ahead, the 40 that they would, and people were not happy with the 40. Not happy with the 40 at all. And I said, well, you know, it's just, forget numbers, and just go with, you know, the bigger picture, which of course is that, you know, the white hats and the good guys and the bad guys, and the bad guys say things to the good guys, and then the good guys say things to the bad guys, and it all it's confusing, isn't it? But anyway, we'll see what goes on. You know, the things could happen. Remember the 5th of November. Do you know? I mean, something might happen around that time where they say we're pulling it. We are, there's no, it's not happening. No, finished, done. We're not doing the midterm. That could happen. Could happen. Possibly, maybe, might do. So we've just got to see, haven't we? Just got to see. Now, also, I want to move on to the RV. It's not, look, you've got to stop this. Do you not understand we're in a war? Can't happen. Look, they've all signed up to it, you see, because all of these countries have signed up to it, and it's good to go. Now, no Fraudy has said that it's happening, it's already happened, it's already going ahead, and then he said it wasn't. He's taken things off the table, put them back, taken it off again. It's confusing, but disinformation is necessary. Just remember that. So until the war is over, we can't even think about going into the RV. So hang tight with your Zims and your dongs. Just hang tight. They are going to be worth an absolute fortune very soon. Absolute fortune. So just hang on to them, you know. I just want to also say, you know, it's all about your attitude. And, you know, don't think for a second. If you're just sitting around, I tell you something I'm sick of. The term popcorn. The term popcorn, I mean, not the food, you know, the food item, but the term popcorn, you know, I mean, it is a food item, but I'm terming it popcorn. I hate the word popcorn, you know, and people just sitting around, the idea that you're just sitting, even though we've told you, you know, for the last 2 years to just sit back and enjoy the show and enjoy your popcorn. I'm now saying that that's wrong. And I'll just make sure that any past interviews where I've said that are erased from the internet, because do you know what? I'm sick of it. I'm fed up. I'm absolutely ticked off with hearing about popcorn and people sitting back. Here's what I'm going to say. If you're one of those people that says sit back, relax, enjoy the show and watch and eat your popcorn, or look at your popcorn or whatever, no medbeds for you. Because if it's between somebody who has been, you know, flying the flags for the white hats and really making themselves useful by giving me great ideas about healing centres and that sort of thing, if it's between that person and someone saying sit back, relax and enjoy your popcorn, I know who I'm picking to go on the medbeds first. And it won't have anything to do with anyone who's having popcorn. That's a hint. You know, I know you know, when it comes to cashing in your Zim for all your free money, for all the free stuff that you're going to get with the RV, I'm not going to be picking someone who's been banging on about popcorn. Not doing it. I'm not having it. So just bear that in mind. You won't even be in the queue. You're not even on the list. If I find out that, and if anyone in my organisation has been doing that popcorn thing as well, no, you can take yourself off, as far as I'm concerned. I'm sick of it. Absolutely sick of it. Look, let's look at what's going on over in Russia. I would say, they could get it done in 5 days. And anyone who says that can't be done, you know nothing about military anything. You know nothing. Nothing at all. You're not an expert like me, okay? I know a lot of things. I've been around a lot of military installations. I've been around a lot. I've been on tours. Not the, generic tours that anyone can sign on to and, at certain times in the year or anything like that. An actual invitation from an actual person. Actually, I went on one. They gave me a badge. A badge. So I know things. 5 days could get it done if they wanted to, but if they're not, they're just toying, playing, because they're having fun. You've got to let them have a bit of fun, got to let them have a bit of fun. So there we are. There's quite a lot to think about, to digest there. So I'm not going to say any more. It's Halloween, so I will be. I'm busying myself. In fact, actually, do you know what? Bicky Peg, get the dogs ready. Get the dogs ready and the flashlight, torch. They say flashlight in America. Torch. Get the torches and the dogs. Just get a bag of sweets as well. We need it for the sustenance. Right. Okay. So I'm going out now, celebrating Halloween with the dogs. A bit of dogging, for Halloween dogging, and I will be back after. Let's say after the 8th. Let's say after the 8th, and we'll just see. We'll just see what happens. You'll see. You'll see who's right. And those of you who are loyal, you'll be back on the 8th, after the 8th as well. And we'll just see, won't we? We'll just see. I mean, if anything changes, it's because the White Hats made it so. But there you go. That's all I've got for you. And come on, Bicky Peg. I've not got all day. Right, I've got to go. Thank you. Thank you very much. A pair of women's knickers. Right, this is a direct message to members of my organisation. I have been working very, very closely with the quantum computers to scan what members of the organisation are actually looking at online, and there will be consequences. So if any coordinators anywhere in the world have been liking Intel Ladies videos, giving it the thumbs up, you're sacked. If any coordinators or members of my organisation have been subscribing to Intel Ladies channel and then hitting the bell so that they can be notified every time she uploads new content, if any of you have been doing that, you're sacked. If any of you have gone to buymeacoffee.com/Intel Lady and bought her a coffee or two or more, you're sacked. I'm not having that level of insubordination within my organisation. If I find any of you been I'm using the quantum computers. Me and Bicky Peg know if you've been doing that sort of thing. That's your consequence. You will be sacked. And no med beds for you. No med beds. No QFS. You're out on your ear. You're out on your own. So don't disappoint me. Don't be looking at her channel. Don't be sharing her content. Don't be liking her content. Do not buy her a coffee.com/Intel Lady. If I see any of that, you're sacked. Right. Okay. Thank you. A pair of women's knickers.